Hello, dear colleagues. Nice to meet you again. Today I have prepared a very special lesson plan for you. It is called Acting Out with Props, and this method is particularly effective in elementary classrooms. This is because it caters for visual and interactive learning styles. Young learners retain information best when they see it and when they can touch it and use it in a practical way. So without further ado, let's get started. So the first step is to brainstorm a list of common action words or verbs together with your students. These can be simple everyday actions like jump, run, sleep, read, cook, or dance. Then take one action word at a time and act it out for your students. For example, you can pretend to read a book or cook a meal. As you are doing so, make sure to use exaggerated facial expressions and body language. Then ask your students what they think you are doing. Once they tell you, give them a sign, a visual sign which they can use to represent that particular action. This can be anything from a drawing of the action to an object that you can mimic with your body. For example, if the action was reading a book, the sign could be a pair of glasses or a bookmark. If the action was cooking, the sign could be a spatula or a chef's hat. You can do this with the whole class or in small groups. Next, divide your students into teams and give each team a set of action words to act out. Each team should take turns coming to the front of the class and acting out their actions. The other teams should try to guess what they are doing and give them feedback after each performance. You can also give each team a set of props to help them act out the actions. Props are objects used on stage to aid a performance. They could be as simple as a piece of furniture like a chair or a table, or they could be more specific to the action. Like for example, if the action was cooking, the team could use pots and pans. Make sure that the actions and props are age appropriate. Also keep a close eye on the time to make sure that all the teams get a chance to perform. Once the activity is over, you can ask your students which action words were easy to act out and which ones were difficult. You can also ask them how they felt performing in front of the class. You might also want to ask them to draw a picture of their favorite action word. I recommend using colorful, tactile materials or visual aids to reinforce concepts and cater to different learning styles. Provide opportunities for students to reflect on their learning by asking them to write or illustrate what they have learned. Another thing you can do is ask students to take turns being the teacher and leading the activity for their classmates. This will help them to practice their leadership skills and build confidence. You can also differentiate this activity for students who need additional support by providing them with a simplified list of action words or by allowing them to perform with a partner instead of in a group. On the other hand, you can challenge more able students by asking them to create their own action words and signs for their classmates to act out. And finally, if you have access to technology in your classroom, you can show your students short video clips of people performing various actions. This will give your students a model to follow when they are acting out their own actions. You can find lots of free video clips online that show basic actions like jumping, running, sleeping, reading, cooking, or dancing. I hope you enjoyed this lesson plan, and I hope your students will have fun learning action words through this activity. Please share your ideas and thoughts in the comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you soon with another video. Bye-bye.